Hi, my name's John Chenge, and in this race we're going to Melrose, which is 3 hours north of Adelaide in the Flinders Ranges. The race start is at Wilmington.
John, how are you?
Hey, how you going?
Good, thanks for coming.
Thank you for putting it on.
You got your drop bags or anything, mate?
No.
No.
I can't believe we've seen you in your jacket.
I just burned myself on that.
Yeah, don't burn yourself.
She can just get a ride back up.
Or you're going to run. Or do whatever you need to do.
Okay. Okay. The sign says left. For 32 k's, and that's when you're starting to hike, and the 50s go straight. Okay. All right. All right. Let's give you a 5-second countdown. You can start back there if you want to. We can start here. Have a great time, all. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Have fun, guys.
Now, just from Wilmington, there's a road called Alligator Gorge Road, and down the end of that road is Alligator Gorge. The race started on that road and then turned off a place called Stony Creek. So there's a Stony Creek track. Okay, Melrose, 50k. Doing a bit of a hill to start. It's been pretty much steady uphill the whole way. So took a little while to get going because it was cold, so I felt a bit uncomfortable, but then after a few k got into my groove, and it's been running along this track on Stony Creek. First time I've done this section of trail. In fact, I've hardly done any of the first 25 k's of the course. Only half an hour in, I did have some company to start with. Seems to be a fairly strong runner, but I've got a little bit of a gap now. Have to see how things go. So hiking this bit, it's quite steep and rocky. Not no point this early in the race to get the heart rate really high. Still a lot of running to go. So yeah, that was a pretty brutal hill, over 30% gradient. So hard to keep the heart rate down, but it's a short downhill afterwards to recover. Quite rocky, so yeah, a bit slow going, but still loving the new tracks here that I haven't seen before. So quite a few of the hills had this grate on it, that first real steep one. So you've got the wire so the vehicles can get up without chewing it up too much. Okay, so that's 11 k's in, and we're just coming up to the hour, and about 480 metres elevation that first hour, and we're about to start a nice downhill to more than 10k, with a few ups obviously, but mostly downhill now. See the beautiful morning shadows on the ranges, and I guess a couple hours we'll be going over those hills. But for now we're just following the valley. We'll be going around to the right and get to the bottom here.
Oh yeah, I can see someone coming. Here he is. Green top. Here he is. Whee! Doing well, doing amazing. You lost the other two. Coke.
So it was great to see Nat at the aid station with Mum as well. Nat provided me a quick changeover with a new flask of Coke, and I'd gone through a flask of Tailwind to that point. I've been fueling on gels, and that's my primary fuel for these type of races. Okay, so coming through Kingfisher Dam, campground here, and it's been a bit smoother underfoot since the 11k, and yeah, quite nice and soft actually for this gentle downhill. Done 18 k's, so still a long way to go to get to the 50, but it's good to have ticked off a fair bit of it by just over an hour and a half.
So John went through the aid station pretty much in the time he thought he would, seeing that the race started about 5 minutes later than he thought. So he's out the front. There was no one running with him, so I'm really hopeful that it means he's going to be able to win the race today. And I'm just in the beautiful Alligator Gorge, going through the Narrows and doing this while I'm waiting to go see him at the finish line. So I'm pretty lucky I get to relax, and there's no other aid stations that I can get to today.
So a few weeks before the event, Nat and I did a run from Alligator Gorge Road along some of the 32 kilometre course. It was very hilly, and we were just going to see where the aid station was and if it was possible for her to get there. But yeah, it's a long way from a public road, and it turns out that the race rules didn't allow crew there anyway. Okay, so I've had a bit of a descent, and now this looks like a hidden gorge. See, it's a nice orange rock face there going past. course is nice through here. There's a lot of footprints. This is a few k's from Melrose Creek, so I guess hiking from Melrose Creek, it's a couple of k's in. Yeah, nice rock face again at the gorge here. I assume this is the way. Looks like just over there is just a campsite. So I have the nature ribbon on the ground there. Another blue and white one up here. Here's the first bit of single track. It's all been all drive track to this point. It would have been very cold in here a couple of hours ago. It's still pretty cool, but I'm very comfortable. I've been quite warmed up from running continuously for nearly a couple of hours. Or isn't this just a magical trail? As I said, I've never done this part of the course before. Okay, so just over 2 hours in, and nearly at halfway, 24 and a bit k, coming quite close to Melrose Creek, which is halfway, and based on the winning times last year, I think the leaders came through in about this pace. It is quite difficult in the second half. Just hoping I don't fade considerably, which is to be expected, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so in the second half now, and as I mentioned, I have done this section before. I've done it twice. Last time was in 2020, so it was a while ago. But got a long climb. It's basically about 5k with no downhill, varying from very steep, like at the start here, and then gradual, and then very steep as you get towards the top before levelling out a bit. So when I've done this before, I've been a lot fresher. Haven't done 26 k's beforehand. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be quite a slog. Up here is Sugar Gum Lookout. Don't really have time to stop, but staying on this full drive track. There is quite good views off to the side, very hard to pick it up with the camera. Yeah, most of this next half hour is just going to be running along this track. So I put the camera away for the climb and pushed pretty hard, and unfortunately was 4 minutes and 6 minutes slower than my last two attempts at that long 5k climb. It shows that I was pretty tired and didn't have the best legs at that stage. There's a kilometre where there's 186 metres of elevation in that kilometre, about 3/4 of the way up. So yeah, made pretty tough sort of climb. Yeah, so coming up, hit the top of that very long climb, and boy, there's not much fight left in the legs. That was hard. Yeah, just like I said, just coming up to 3 hours, and starting to hit the business end of the race. So over the last 12 months or so, I've done similar events where I've had similar distance. The Great Ocean Road Marathon, I finished 5th. The Yarrabilla Ultra, I finished 2nd. The Two Bays Ultra, 3rd. 6 Foot Track, 4th. So they're all sort of 45 to 56 kilometre races. And since the 6 Foot Track, it's been 10 weeks, and I'll be focusing on speed work instead of a long run of at least 3 hours and 1,000 metres elevation like I was doing leading into 6 Foot Track. So this was really just going on experience rather than training from this point on. It doesn't seem like that far to go, only 17k or so, 17k, but yeah, this is tough. It's going to be a slow 17k's, and if I can get it done in under 2 hours, then that'd be great. Gotta say, I do love this, being out here, being able to really push myself. You know, you go through bad patches and you get a bit of recovery and you think, oh, not going too bad, body's coming back from that. And just saw a very big wedge-tailed eagle, like massive, and it was, you know, just casting a big shadow. It was only about 20 metres away. You can hear the cockies a bit alarmed by it, I think. Yeah, recovering and getting back into some cruising along again. Great day out. Now from 38 kilometres in the race, it joins the Hyson Trail, and so some of you who have walked or run some of the Hyson Trail will be familiar with this part of the course. Okay, so joining the course with the 32kers, and yeah, this is very hard. I'm suffering. That's the beat for 39k's. Been 3 hours 39. I'm up to, I think, nearly 1400 elevation, so it's not very often to get 1400 elevation in any training run. So this is really pushing it. Yeah, I just hope that my watch is accurate, and I've only got 11k to go. Might be closer to 12, which will be very tough. But anyway, middle of farmland on the nice track. Okay, so we got a interesting landmark here. It's Gray's hut over to the left there, and yeah, not unless you're a very long distance hiker or walker, you wouldn't have seen this in person. It's about 1 hour's run from the nearest public road, so you have to be going for a very long hike or a long run. So it's a source of rainwater there if you're out for a long run. Of course, today's race we got aid stations. Hey, how you going?
Very good.
Must say, before the start of the race, there's quite a few people looking at me silly, thinking I'm a bit silly wearing a singlet. But it is quite warm in the sun now, and I think anyone wearing leggings or a long sleeve they can't take off be extremely hot. It's not ridiculous, but it's definitely warm now, and it's a factor, the heat. Yeah, I was really hoping to be performing a lot better than I am at the moment, but yeah, well, that's why you race, to really test your fitness, and you know, it shows whether you're fit or you're not fit, and I'm getting through, but oh boy, it is really uncomfortable. Let's doing this. So I got this really off-camber goat track down here to get to the back of Mount Remarkable, and then another brutal climb for a couple of k's up the back of Mount Remarkable. It's about 3 k's, but yeah, it's getting close to the top, and I guess from the top it's only 7k of technical descent, so it's not going to require a huge amount of climbing, but when you're feeling pretty rooted, any kilometres are difficult. Alright, this is quite slopey, skiddy. See, a lot of the 32k's are sort of slid grooves of track off the side. Yep. So after that off-camber section, there was the back of Mount Remarkable Hill, and as I was going up, I had a look back, and I could see the person who I'd passed at Gray's hut, who was hiking the 32 kilometres. So it shows that half an hour later, I still hadn't opened up much of a gap, and I was a bit worried that I was going to get caught. Okay, so hiking up the back of Mount Remarkable, it's been a big blowout. But still moving forward. It'll be done eventually. Feeling quite unwell, doesn't matter what I intake, feeling like it's difficult to keep it down. It's yeah, it's tough. I can hear some loud music, which I think is the aid station. So there I just done a 14-minute kilometre, and as I was filming that was an 11-minute kilometre, so going pretty slow at that point. So I'm on the descent now, and almost as soon as as it's starting to go down, started to feel a little bit better, but it's still yeah, don't have anything in me other than just the plod. This is very rocky descent, so even with plenty of energy, you've got to really watch it and take it easy. It's yeah, it just feels good to be in mostly in neutral and just going real easy. Getting this descent finished. So there's quite a few of these scree slopes. See, that's quite a nice view.
Woo! You've done it! Well done! Number one! Number one! So awesome, honey! Yeah! Woo!
Five hours and 18 minutes of running. Super effort, John. Great job. You can sit down, you're all right.
John!
There you are.
Well done!
So really happy to get the win after numerous top 5 placings in ultras over the last 12 months. So yeah, good to finally feel like I can win an event and give me some inspiration for training for the next one. Thanks very much for Nat. As you can see, she was really happy to support me. She has throughout all my training as well as on the day. Thanks very much for everyone there. It was a really well put on event. Marking was really good. I know it's quite difficult in some races to know where to go, but this was marked better than when I've done the event before. It wasn't easy, as you saw. It is a very tough course, and the medal says it's South Australia's toughest race. Tend to agree. You know, you have to be really fit to do well in sort of any long distance event, but yeah, it really was a tough one. Looking forward to building from here, and yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll hopefully see you in another vlog next time.
Yes, it's a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll.